Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, traders and investors. This is Alex from MarketWise Asia. Okay, thank you so much for joining me in this live stream over there. So I kind of changed the starting music, just trying out with the StreamYard, some of the media assets. So they implement some of the new things over there. Okay, so countdown changed to 2 minutes and some of the music changed. Okay, so if you can hear me loud and clear, okay, please say a hi to me in the comments and in the chat, whether you're watching this on YouTube or on Facebook as well. Okay, so please say a hi to me in the comments. Hey, by the way, yesterday was a youth day. Okay, so in fact, today is a public holiday for the children. So I wish you guys also a happy youth day. So we are all still very youthful. So my kids, my girls stay with me the whole day. So cook lunch for her. Today I actually cook curry udon for her lah. So this Japanese curry. Okay. Yeah, so I know how to cook a little bit. Okay, I cook for my wife and child as well. Okay, so yeah lah. So anyway, this is not related to trading now. So I realized that I talked to some of my friends. Okay, not many of my guys friends know how to cook. I mean that not cook that 直叉 kind of cook lah, simple cooking, stir fry vegetable, cook the one pot dishes and all this lah. Okay, and I think it is all because when I was younger, okay, primary school that time, okay, I always go to my mom's kitchen and always see her stand in the kitchen and see her what she is cooking. Okay, so even though I didn't really cook, okay, but in my mouth, I know that she add the garlic first, oil, stir fry a little bit, add vegetable, add a little bit of salt, oyster sauce, that kind of thing now. Okay, so in my subconsciously, okay, I know how to cook in a way. So after I got married, in my own house, when I started to try myself to cook, so it comes to me quite naturally lah. Okay, I don't know why I'm telling you all this. Okay, just to have you know that yeah, I know how to cook also. Okay, not the very best lah, but at least I know lah. Okay. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for being here. Let me check look at the comments over here. Bernard, Dave, Jason, thank you so much. Hadley, Long, okay, CS, Geraldine, okay, Mintan, Raymond, thank you so much. So let me continue. Let me share my screen over here first. Okay. So yeah, before I kickstart, once again, for those who just joined, give me a like, share, and comments. I really appreciate that. Also tell Facebook and YouTube algo that you want to see more of our content, okay, in the future. Not this one, sorry, not this one, not this one. It is this one. Okay. All right. So as usual, a disclaimer first. Whatever I share today, it is just for education purpose, not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell. So please do your own due diligence and also follow us on the various social media channel. So this is the link. Okay, one link to share with you all the social media channel. So if you click on this link over here, you should be able to see the Facebook, Telegram, YouTube, TikTok, and also X, and also our homepage, and also the on-demand webinar over here. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I would really appreciate you can just like and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you haven't followed, okay, our Facebook page, okay, do also follow as well. So in case you want to scan the QR code for easy access, if you're watching this on desktop, okay, you can use your mobile phone to scan this and access to all our social media channel over there. So before I continue over there, okay, so yeah, before I click into the economic data for this week, just want to let you know that in the next 2 weeks time, okay, the Market Insights Trading Festival is going to be held, okay, at Suntec Convention Center, 19th of July, 2025, okay, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., okay. The first 200 attendees will receive a goodie bag from Philip Nova, so our proud sponsor over there. So this is the link over there. You can also see the link on the scrolling bar over here. So just a very quick shout out over here. So this is the Market Insights Trading Festival. So we have Adrian Reed as the keynote speaker, Jay Toon, Kaden Chang, and also This is Chungkit from Philip Nova. So all you have to do is click on this register now. So this is a registration via Eventbrite. So once you register, okay, you will be sent an email via Eventbrite. All the details will be there nearer to the date. Okay, we will send you more information as well. So goodie bag for the first 200 attendees. Okay, worth $38. Then also you have this lucky draw as well, cruise, tablet, physical books, gift voucher, etc. Okay, and in case you wanted to know, okay, what are the speakers speaking? Adrian Reed, okay, known for his so-called expertise on systematic trading. Okay, he'll be sharing with you systematic trading, how to end the struggle using systematic trading. Okay, Jay Toon, also one of our resident speaker. Okay, also one of our crowd favorite. He'll be sharing with you mastering the calm, trading smart in a volatility bound market, and of course the market outlook, okay, heading into the rest of the year. And Kaden Chang, okay, the founder of Value Investing, okay, Academy, will be sharing with you, okay, what are the opportunities in this tariff war. So once again, you know, if you read the news over the weekend, I think Trump, it is going to so-called delay the tariff into 1st August. Okay, it's not 9 September anymore. Okay, delay into 1st August for those countries who haven't struck a deal with him yet. Okay, so Junki haven't sent us the content yet, but nevertheless, okay, he will share with you the market outlook as well, most probably. Okay, so if you're interested to know what is the prospect heading into the second half of the year, okay, what are the opportunities, how to do systematic trading, you know, how to trading smart, okay, in this volatility bound market, do head over to our website over here and register for this event. I'll post the link in the comments once again. Okay, so let's kickstart this session right now. So the economic data for this week, okay, we are heading into July already, very fast, the second half of the year already. So I posted this link. I'll post the link in the comments over here. From here, July 7 until July 13, in fact, not much data released. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, these 3 days, nothing, only until Thursday. That's Singapore time, 2 a.m. now. Okay, FOMC meeting minutes. Okay, I don't know what Jerome Powell is going to speak about. Okay, and then 8:30 p.m. there's unemployment claim. So other than that, this week it is actually pretty calm. Okay, but this week is the week before options expiration week. That is next week. Okay, that is next week. So next week, okay, in case for those who just joined the so-called MarketWise Asia event, I think based from the recent Market Insight Trading Festival, right? So in case you don't know, okay, this is the calendar for the OPEX. Okay, it's just a quick show of hand. How many here are new to this live stream? If you are new to this live stream, first time, okay, because you just recently joined the event, Market Insight Trading Festival, you get to know about our live stream. Just type number 1 in the comments, so that I know you are new, okay, to be shy. There should be some, okay, there should be some. Okay, so you can see over there, July 18th of July, it is the options expiration. We're typically heading into options expiration. The market tend to be more bullish now, okay? So as of now, okay, we are still in an uptrend. This week, it is a little bit more difficult to decipher. So later I'll share with you my views, okay? All right, so let me continue over there. In case you want to know, this is the link over there. Okay, I think I forget to post the link. Okay, over here, bit.ly. Oops, I posted this. Okay. All right, so this is the thing over there. Yeah, so I'll go through, before I go into the technical aspect of thing, right? So I will just go through the macro aspect first before I head into the technical chart and all this. So once again, I prepared the slide for you. So in fact, this is all from here, okay? It is all from here, okay, I prepared. Okay, just that I do it into a deck over here. Okay, everything is all good, okay? Everything is good. Just type okay in the comments before I continue. Nobody is new over there. I don't see anyone. All are old birds already, is it? Okay, just type okay in the comments. Everything is okay. All right, so second half of the year, so 3 teams, okay, heading into the second half of 2025. Okay, so of course today 7th of July, what are the economic condition, policy shift, and the market dynamics heading into the second half of 2025. Okay, so this is just one part of it. Like, if you want to know more about that, to register for our Market Insights Training Festival that's going to be held on the 19th of July. Okay, so the first half of 2025, I think I've talked about that before. So initially in April, there is the volatility, okay, then recovery, then into the all-time high. So I think last week I mentioned, okay, the S&P dropped about 20%, somewhere around there, okay, on the policies shift. That is the Liberation Day on early April, when Trump talked about the tariff thing. Then, okay, there's a sharp rebound to new all-time high. So at that point in time, people were skeptical, thinking whether it is going to be a dead cat bounce, or whether market is going to recover. Okay, but personally, okay, I mentioned that I don't think it's going to be a V-shaped recovery. So once again, the market proved me wrong again. It is a V-shaped recovery, just like COVID. And in fact, the recovery is even stronger than COVID in my sense. Now, even though it didn't drop 30%, okay, COVID at that point in time dropped more than 30+%, but this time around dropped about 20%. But if you see that when it actually recovered, it didn't really have much correction or pullback. Okay, so it just very shallow pullback and then go all the way up until now. Okay, later I'll share with you more in the chart aspect, but I know after that, okay, the trade tension is okay, and the economic data also remain pretty resilient. So I'll share with you more. So what is the theme? Okay, so theme one, heading into the second half of the year. So it is a slower growth, but overall, okay, the direction should be the same as in it is still in an uptrend. Okay, in terms of chart wise, okay, the direction, it is still in an uptrend. So what is causing this rally potentially to continue? Okay, or the slower growth. Let's talk about the slower growth. Okay, direction same wise. Okay, but why is it slower growth? First of all, it is the tariff impact. Okay, so of course, you know, if you have been watching the news, you would think over the weekend, it didn't update this. Okay, over the weekend, it says that the so-called the deadline has been shifted to 1st of August. Okay, initially it was 9th of August when the deadline is there, but Trump said postponed to 1st of August for those countries who haven't struck a deal with the US. So tariff is from peak fear. At the point in time, average about 25%, okay, but still it remains at about 15%, okay. So the US Vietnam deal cuts from 46 to 20%, but it is still higher than the historical norms over there. Okay, and of course, potentially there could be some price pressure, because prior to that, the companies has been stockpiling their so-called their goods, okay, their products, okay, their inventories, but after a while, those inventories will run out. Okay, so higher tariff likely to lift prices in second half as inventory shrink, because they sell, inventory goes lower, they shrink, and company maybe need to pass the cost to consumer. Okay, and potentially, okay, causing maybe some inflation or eroding some purchasing power from the consumers as well. All right, so for the growth outlook wise, near-term slowdown it is expected, but because of these policies, fiscal policies, and also the easing, okay, the reduced interest rate and such, right, could support a rebound in the economic and also the earning growth of the company as well. Okay, so you can see that this US payroll growth has slowed. Okay, it kind of going lower in 2025, but overall it still remains healthy. You can see over there the red dot here, it is the 2024 average. Okay, the yellow dot on top, the dotted line, it is 2023 average. So this year has been a little bit lower, but overall, okay, there is still growth, not as low as the 2024 one. Okay, it is still higher, but not as high as 2024 average or 2023 average as well. Okay, so what is the so-called headwinds or tailwind into the market and such? Okay, so the economic resilience, okay, I mean headwind. Okay, so the tailwind, okay, so talking about tailwind meaning that what are some of the positive things, okay, that could push the market higher, that could push the economy better, okay, it is the labor market strength. So the June non-farm payroll, in fact, beat expectation. So the jobless claim also hit a 6-week low over there. So the job market overall, it is healthy, okay, but softening. But the unemployment rate, okay, still remain at about 5%. So it didn't really spike up quite a lot, okay. But for Singapore wise, I can't say much about Singapore, but you can see from the news, you can see that, you know, some of these so-called major companies like Microsoft, you know, even like Dyson and all this recently, Dyson CEO, I forgot his name already. Okay, I just read the news. He gave a interview to Straits Times. Okay, he also cut. Okay, he also cut. So a lot of so-called because of AI and all these things. So a number of tech jobs being cut. So I don't know about Singapore. So what is your, for those who are residing in Singapore, or you have people get retrenched or whatsoever, you heard about news, you think it's getting very bad, okay, you can comment in the comments or in the chat box. Also, do let me know your views as well. But overall, okay, in the US, at least it is healthy lah, softening, but it is healthy. So there's still cutting of labor forces, but not drastically yet. Okay, and then of course the policy tailwind. So recently, okay, just a few days ago, one big beautiful bill, so should be OBBB, not OBA, okay, OBBB. So this one big beautiful bill by Trump, okay, is proposed and passed already. All right. So extend into 27, extend these 2017 the tax cuts, okay, meaning that, you know, they continue that and then more as well. Okay, so of course all the cuts and all this lah, okay. All right, new bricks for kids, overtime and seniors. So basically it's like a physical stimulus, okay, for the economy, okay, and then there's of course, and all these cuts and stimulus, right, there's a potential growth, okay, reacceleration heading into next year 2026. All right, so the portfolio positioning, okay, this is based on what I see, okay, from the analysts. Okay, this is something for you to consider, okay, not my point of view, okay, this is something that I see, okay, online, okay, what are the analysts, what are they saying, okay, not my point of view. I'm just sharing with you what are the so-called institution wise, okay, saying, okay, asset allocation. So, you know, they favor, all right, they think that, you know, the US large and mid cap over to the bonds compared to the bonds. So they prefer equities to bond. So underweight international equities, okay, because the international, especially the Europe, has been so-called outperforming the US. So I think that it is time that the US should be overperforming now, so-called should perform now, okay, and the sector strategy, okay, remain balanced exposure across defensive, cyclical growth sectors. Overweight, okay, they think that financial, okay, healthcare and consumer discretionary should continue to go higher, okay, in the second half of the year. So the underweight area, maybe you cannot see my face is blocking, but reduce exposure to consumer staple and material sectors, which may face margin from rising input costs. Okay, these are what the analysts are saying. Okay, this is not, I repeat, this is not my point of view. I'm just sharing with you what I see. Okay, so team 2, okay, heading into the second half of 2022. So the US stock might start to play catch up. Okay, so at the start of the year, the European country, okay, has been outperforming the US equities. So the international led in first half of the year. So for the first time in many years, okay, international equities, especially Europe, outperforming US market, okay, supported by the German fiscal stimulus, okay, and also the ECB rate cut. The weaker US dollar also might be causing that. So even though we might not know the exact reason, but they say that weaker US dollar caused this so-called international leading the US market lah. Okay, so but the US advantage remains. Of course, you have the continued AI momentum. A lot of these mega cap stocks, okay, they are focusing on AI. So the AI narrative still continues. Okay, policy shift, you know, the one big beautiful bill, everything. Okay, all these are the policy shift that could be beneficial, okay, to the economy and the stock market as well. All right. So the economic growth gap is expected to narrow. You can see that, initially the US was doing pretty well and it's starting to come down already. So overall, it is, trying to close the gap between other countries, okay? And strong earnings, the US earnings are still remains pretty strong. So you can see that US companies earnings are still good. So, and that could support the US equities as well. The dark blue lines here, it is the US equities, okay, the earnings per share. Okay, this one, the golden color one, it is the international and Europe as well. Okay, and of course the dollar dynamic, okay, and also the global positioning. So just now I mentioned already, the weaker, okay, US dollar has been causing the market to rally, okay, and also that boosted the international stock market returns as well. Okay, all right, and then diversification still matters. Okay, so while the dollar might find near-term support, the US dollars has been coming down for quite a while already. Okay, and from what I see, okay, that could be a potential rebound. So later I'll go through the chart. Okay, remind me if I forget to talk about the dollar chart later. Okay. And that the weakened US dollar has provided a boost to the international equity return. You can see that, from this, okay, to 19.5%, okay, from this, okay, to 21%. So the total return in local currency, okay, all right, boosted that. And portfolio positioning, this is again based on the so-called the analysts over there, okay. They say that much of the international optimism has already priced in already. So they recommend that, underweight to develop international large cap, basically Europe, okay. They say that, don't put so much on the large cap Europe countries, okay. Should be positioned back to the US, okay. Favor the US large and mid cap, okay. Focus on sectors with earnings momentum. So these are what the analysts are saying, okay. All right, so of course, Team 3, okay, the yield remain range bound. So this is 4% to 4.25, 4.5%. So this is the 10-year treasury range, okay, and continue expected there will be, okay, if the Fed didn't change their stand, there will be 2 projected rate cut this year, okay, but the projected debt has increased, but doesn't matter about the debt, okay, because US, they are able to print their own money, so it doesn't matter. Okay, all right, okay, so yeah, so the futures market expect the Fed to resume rate cut in September. Okay, so we are almost there. July will most likely remain the same, okay, and then September onwards they start to cut 0.25, after that then 0.25, okay, 0.25, 0.25 until the end of the year. All right, so the policy and the inflation dynamic. So the Fed cautious approach, okay, so because inflation, it is still under control, so the Fed is taking a wait and see approach. So basically it is wait and see approach, okay, nothing much over there. All right, so the rising debt, okay, yield curve, later I'll talk about the one of the trade ideas for this coming week is actually talking about the bonds as well. So later I'll talk about that. This one not so important, okay. You still can read through. If you can read now, round is quite big. You can read through for now, okay. Key takeaway, okay, for the second half of the 2025, okay, the theme, okay, just now I mentioned, right, expect slower, okay, but positive growth. Second, okay, the US market can continue to go higher, but beware of the seasonality, okay. July, typically, it is actually a stronger month, but heading into August, September, you need to be a little bit careful, but it doesn't mean that the market is going to crash, okay. Personally, I still believe that this year is going to be an okay year, volatile, but okay. Next year might be a little bit different, so, eyesight not that far ahead, okay. So let's focus on this year first, okay. So prepare for range bound yield over there. So of course, the Fed has already projected 2 rate cuts, so we know roughly where it is going to head to, okay. So later I'll share with you the trade ideas as well for the more likely on the bonds as well. So I've reached the end of the presentation for the macro takeaway. Any question on this? If you have question, you can just mention it in the chat. If not, if okay with everything, okay, just type okay in the comments so that I know that you guys are okay and I'm ready to go to the next section, which is the technical aspect. Okay. Before that, let me take a sip of water first. If you could, okay, please give me a like, share, and comment as well. Liking, okay, can at least give me 25 likes or not. Right now, we have about 130, 140 people in the live stream right now. So give me some likes. Liking is free, it doesn't cost you money, okay? But let Facebook algo and YouTube algo know, okay? Just give me some likes. If you're watching this, I really appreciate that. Give me some likes over there. So for those who just joined, so just want to also re-emphasize, okay, a quick shout out that the Market Insights Trading Festival, it is going to be held on the 19th of July, about 2 more weeks to go, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. A lot of goodie bags for you, okay. First 200 attendees will receive a goodie bag from our sponsor, Philip Nova. So I'll post the link in the comments, okay, do register for the event. Hey, Koi, long time no see. You're back from Singapore. Back from overseas, is it? Okay. All right, so this is the Nova Market Insights Trading Festival. Okay, so goodie bag, okay, the tote bag, okay, the travel fan, okay, writing materials, and also the high premium quality tumbler as well, worth $38. And also we have the lucky draw as well. Okay, as mentioned, we have Adrian Reed, okay, the systematic trading guru, okay, we'll be sharing with you, okay, as a keynote speaker. Jay Toon from Swing Trading, Kaden Chang from Value Investing Academy, okay, and also Jun Kip from Philip Nova as the strategist, okay. So to register for this event, let me post the link in the comments over here. So let's head over to the chart, okay. Before I forget, okay, yeah, one more time, okay, follow us on social media. I'll post the link in the comments as well, okay. So can only a few say okay, the rest not okay, is it? Okay, never mind. Okay, I think most of you guys are very sharp. Let me just continue, okay? All right, today should be, I think should be able to finish in less than an hour, okay? So how is the market doing? The market, it is negative as of now, okay? So somehow today this spot gamma level can't really work out. Already, okay? Just now it can't really work, okay? So where is the gamma flip, okay? The zero gamma level. Zero gamma level, it is somewhere at about 6,002 level. 6,002 level. 6,002 level, it is over here, 6200. Can you just type 6200 in the chat, okay? 4D number, no, it's not 4D number. So basically it's the gamma flip, okay? This is to tell you overall, where is the positive gamma above 6,002 positive gamma, below 6,002 negative gamma. But if you don't understand, never mind, okay? As long as price can stay above 6,002, we can expect price to be relatively stable. If below 6,002, okay, we can expect price to be more volatile. There could be more downside to go. So just be aware of this level. Okay, so you can see previously I said that, you know, this uptrend ever since the, let me just do a naked chart. Ever since the April so-called sell-off, okay, I'm not sure how many of you actually remember. I said that, you know, most likely we have hit a bottom. I said that, okay, you can go back to my YouTube live and go and check it out if you are new to Market Wise Asia. All right, because of certain market breadth internals, okay, I won't mention that, okay, I won't repeat already. But I mentioned that I didn't expect it to be a V-shaped recovery, but in fact, it is a V-shaped recovery. So I got it wrong. It is a V-shaped recovery. I expected there could be some pullback, you know, and potentially then hit higher, but it did not. It is actually so-called a V-shaped recovery. Now it is actually at an all-time high already. At an all-time high already. So you can see over there, the so-called the steepest pullback, it is somewhere around here after the low. Okay, after the low, the steepest pullback, it is just over here. Okay, it is just about 5%. After this, you can see that all the pullbacks are very shallow one, very little pullback. Okay, compared to maybe COVID. Okay, you can see that COVID even though it dropped 30%, okay, even though it dropped 30%, but you can see that before the recovery, okay, the visual recovery, okay, you can see that in fact there are pullbacks one, okay, pullbacks, okay, pullbacks, there are more pullbacks, okay, but this time around, even though drop 20%, okay, but the pullback, it is very little. So most likely, okay, there are two camps only. Either you missed it completely or you are inside. Which one are you? Okay, if you're inside, you can just type you're inside. Okay, if you miss this rally, you just type you're outside, you're out. For those who are with me, you should be inside lah. Okay, maybe not stretch all the way here, maybe not all the way here, but you should be entered somewhere around here, right along the way lah. Okay, especially my members lah. Okay, let me know. TP Liao Yang say TP. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so for those who are members, you should be inside lah. Okay, I would expect you to hold on all the way, but you should be inside. Okay, yeah, so there's two camps. So I know that those who miss it completely keep shouting, oh, the bear market is coming, and all these things now. Okay, all right, but yeah. So this, okay, so this is this but yeah, not much pullback. But okay, I won't share the seasonal chart with you guys, okay, but you can go search around, you know, seasonally, typically July, it is the stronger month. But having said that, I just want to let you know, okay, that I have a potential star reversal signal here that is on the daily time frame over there. On the higher time frame, it is also somewhere around here on the weekly time frame. So I'm not saying that the market, it is going to crash, but all in all, the market, it is a little bit overextended. Can the market continue to go higher? Okay, yes, it can, but I am posturing more of a defensive side. Okay, all right, more of a defensive side for this week. Okay, for this week. Okay, my view is that I would really love to see some correction this week. Okay, then next week options expiration, then the rally could rebound again, heading into options expiration. Okay, so you can see for the Nasdaq, okay, futures, okay, there is also a star potential reversal signal over there. So once again, it doesn't mean it is going to come down, or you know, we won't know the magnitude. So previously this was the potential star reversal signal. It just came down a little bit. Okay, so you can see for the S&P previously, that was the SPX. Okay, that was the potential star reversal signal, just right smack at the bottom over there, and then price got rebounded. So once again, okay, this is not a magical indicator. We won't know the magnitude, but it just tells me that the market, it is a little bit overextended. Can or not? Okay, understand? If you understand, just type letter Y in the comments. Okay, before I move on. Can so this is that. So if we add in the usual indicator that I always see the cloud. Okay, so you can see over there, you know, market had a support over there at the CPR level. Okay, and then this is the CPR level for the month of July. So if the market really does have a pullback or what, okay, most likely, okay, the CPR level at the top range here will be acting as a support level. Okay, based on the cash index, 6150. Okay, 6150 will be a good first point of support level at 6150 if it really does come down. Okay, I'm not saying that it will come down. If it comes down, okay, potentially 6150 would be a support level over here. Okay, potential support level over there. All right, so the Nasdaq, you can see that. Okay, this is the Nasdaq futures. Okay, once again, you can see that almost the same price action. So it is all over here. Okay, all right. So but I want to share with you is that, okay, the market breadth, we are actually, you know, at the high side. Okay, so this is once again the decision point gallery over here. So you can see over here the market breadth percentage of stocks above their 20, 50 day, 200. Last week, okay, I said that, you know, there was some divergence while the market went higher, or the market went higher, okay, the market breadth, so-called, it is didn't go higher. So negative divergence, it warrants some cautious. But after that, okay, last week, okay, market continued to go higher. The market breadth also went higher. So which means that a lot of other stocks are participating as well. That is good because the smaller cap stocks are rallying higher compared to the bigger cap stocks. Okay, but there comes a problem. You can see that we are approaching the 80% mark, okay, or even higher already. So which means that the number of stocks, S&P, okay, 82% are above their 20-day moving average. So, you know, short-term wise, most of the stocks are overextended. You can see that typically when it is overextended at the high, it tends to have a pullback over here. Can you see over there? At a pullback over there, at a pullback over there, at a pullback over here, at a pullback over here. So once again, the same for percentage of stocks above the 50-day MA. Okay, not exactly absolute high, but we are also at the top already. Okay, the 200-day long term, we are not at the peak yet, but you know, short term, mid term wise, potentially there could be pullback anytime there could be pullback. Okay, so we won't know, but as I mentioned, okay, the pullback could be shallow. Option expiration, then the market might be heading for a rebound here. Okay, and you can see that other than this, yeah, sentiment chart. Okay, so people are getting more bullish in a way that previously you can see that, you know, the percentage of people who are bearish, it still hover about 40%. Now last week it dropped to about 30+%. So it dropped. So people are less bearish, and you can see that the percentage of people are more bullish. So all in all, people are starting to get more bullish. So always we have to be contrarian. When people are getting a lot more bullish, okay, then you need to be a little bit careful. We always wanted to buy low and sell high, right? Not always chasing the market when it is at a high already, okay, then you start to chase the market. Okay, so just you need to be a little bit more careful on this. So all in all, okay, as I mentioned, next week, not this week, next week, okay, 18th of July, it is the options expiration, cannot write this, never mind, option expiration week. So I would expect potentially the market to continue to go higher, okay, next week. This week might be a little bit more difficult to trade, which means the market might have a little bit pullback, shallow pullback. I would hope so, okay, all right. If there's a deep pullback, then actually I will really prefer it. Okay, so all in all, longer term wise, okay, I would expect the market to continue to go higher. Okay, but okay, market goes in wave lah. It doesn't have to, you know, it will not go up in a one straight line like that. Okay, you need some pullback. So a pullback, it is always good, okay, to head higher. All right, any question on that? Okay, all right, so before I head into other things over there, so last week, okay, the trade ideas, okay, last week, okay, what did I say? Last week, okay, corn has already dropped already. Crude oil, I mentioned this, right, okay, crude oil, bearish crude oil, okay, from 1st of July to 15th of July. So now, for the past 10 years, 8 years, it dropped. Now, the key thing is, okay, price action still remains number one. So even though this is just based on historical record, okay, seasonal trend, okay, in fact, okay, right now I have this SVI Alpha group, okay, which is meant for my members. Right now it is actually in beta mode. So you can see over here, I have this options flow over here. It is over here, okay, over here. Okay, this is not asking you to trade options, okay, all right, or teach you how to trade iron condor lah, vertical spread, not this, okay, all this how to trade options one, very simple one. You can just read online, read books, YouTube video, easily accessible. Okay, you know how to trade. I'm talking about the options flow, what is the smart money they are doing, and okay, where they're positioning themselves and all this into more of a bullish intention or a bearish intention. What are the smart money are buying? So I was tracking USO and also the energy sector as a proxy, okay, as a proxy for oil over here, as a proxy for oil over here. You can see I mentioned this on July the 2nd. So I was tracking that. You can see that overall for the past 1 week, okay, from 23rd of June to 1st of July. So the number of smart money buying the calls option, okay, either they buy call option or they sell put options. Okay, call options means of course bullish. If they sell put, okay, correct premium it is also bullish, or the bearish premium they buy they sell call and buy put, etc. So net premium, okay, is positive. Okay, the delta exposure, it is actually negative. If you don't understand, never mind. Negative delta exposure means that directionally wise, okay, it is more of a bearish intention. Okay, but premium wise it is positive. So day by day pulse, okay, I mentioned to my SVI members, okay, as value added so-called things to share with them. So I say that, the flow, okay, it is actually mixed neutral. Fractionally bullish is actually not the thing that I wanted to see if I wanted to sell short the oil. So I say that I mentioned that it is actually bearish, right? Okay, based on seasonal data. Okay, so that yes, based on seasonal data, price action at this, okay, looks good, but based on the options flow that I see, the smart money doesn't seem to be very bearish today. So I say that during my public live stream, it all has a bearish seasonal trend, okay? But based on the current options flow, the smart money isn't decisively bearish now. So sentiments seems mixed. So could go either way. I say that could go either way. So need to track the flow again. So I was a bit skeptical whether the oil can really go down. Okay. So once again, I track again. All right, the oil ETF flow on the 2nd July as well. Okay, net premium positive, net delta also positive. So intention wise, okay, bearish, not bullish intention. Okay, energy XLE net premium wise, it is also positive. Okay, net delta wise, it is also positive. Okay, all right. Hey, MH, I sent many emails there. You did not read the emails. Also in the members group. Go to the members area. I mentioned that already. Okay, I have the SVI Alpha bot. Yeah. So in fact, quite a number still haven't joined. In fact, quite a number still haven't joined. So yeah, MH. Okay. Have you been receiving email from me, or is it inside the spam? I don't know. Okay. If you didn't receive email, never mind. Okay, go to the members area. For the past few things, okay, it is inside. Okay, I talk about the SVI Alpha board, and everything, the updates and everything. Okay, so log in to the members area. Okay, slowly read through. Okay, the top few posts you should be able to see one. Okay, MH, clear? Can? All right. So I say that oil, energy, overall positive premium and delta. So I say that don't be so quick to sell short oil yet. If you wanted to at least wash and rinse trigger, etc., and all this. So personally, I wasn't very comfortable in shorting crude oil. So that's the reason why, even though seasonally I said that crude oil is there, okay, seasonally it is bearish, but I did not actually short it. Okay, so this is my reason for this week. Okay, there is another trade ideas. Okay, who wanted to know? Okay, if you want to know, okay, some of this is the schedule, okay, signal over there. Maybe if I can share with you a little bit to show you what it does, okay. But anyway, who want to know? If you want to know, okay, just type yes in the comments. Just type yes in the comments. It doesn't mean that it's going to be perfectly like previously. Okay, previously, euro, crude oil, treasury bonds, corn did very well. Oil this time around did not really do well. Okay, yeah, based on seasonal trend. And it is going to be ending soon already. So I won't be so keen to short crude oil now. So the window period, it is left a little bit only. So I won't be so keen. Okay, so this time around, okay, who will be interested? Only Henry is interested, the rest not interested. Can you guys give me until 30 likes or not? Okay, only got 25 likes so far. Give me 30, give me 30 likes cannot? 30 likes cannot? Okay, for those who just joined, 150 plus people, you know, give me some likes lah, okay? Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our Facebook page and such, okay? I'm going to take a nap first if I don't hit 30. Yeah, anyway, yeah, before I continue, okay, yeah, before I continue to the 30th like, okay, yeah, so school has restarted back to normal. So typically every Monday, not Monday lah, yeah, today is youth day, so didn't go and run. Typically morning after I send my girl to the school bus, I'll go for a run, okay, I'll start my day early, go for a run, okay, yeah, so that is the benefit of my child going to school. I think that's the only benefit. more time to exercise in the morning. All right, more than 32 already. Okay, so this is the oops. Okay, so the trade ideas for this week. Okay, it is actually treasury notes. Notes means the 10-year one. 10-year notes. Okay, so this once again, I want to be very clear. This is a bullish seasonal trend over there. Okay. All right, so the futures, it is actually ZN. All right, so 11th of July to 12th of August for the past 12 years, 92% of the time it went up. So which means of the past 12 years, 11 years, it went up during this period. Again, this is treasury notes. So again, the data that I have, it is notes. Okay, so we can infer that the bonds market should not be doing too bad. So for example, the 30 plus years, okay, treasury bonds, okay, 30 plus year bond like TLT, all these should be doing pretty well, even though I do not have the data is not inside. Okay, I don't know what's the reason, but you know, someone is just not inside, but the bonds wise it is inside. So if you actually, okay, for the members, right, if you go to the web-based data over there, okay, so this, for those who are not into SVI, okay, I'm just trying to share with you some this the web-based data that they have, okay. You can see over here that, you know, the bullish ETF over there, okay, if you search for TLT, okay, it is actually not there, okay, doesn't matter, but we can infer, I repeat, we can infer. Bonds, okay, 5 years, 2 years, 10 years, so you can see that, is it IHE? I forget already. SHY. Yeah, okay. The 1 to 3 year treasury bonds, okay. Somewhere around there, you can see that it is 14 June, okay, to 6th of August. Thereabout, we are somewhere approaching this period, 1 to 10 year. The 10-year one, I forget already. Okay, what's the... does anybody know? I suddenly forget the ETF already, okay? Bonds ETF, US. Suddenly cannot find. Okay, now is it here? I think it's over there. Not this one. Yeah, suddenly cannot find. Can anybody remember or not? IEF. Okay, IEF. Sorry, IEF over here. IEF. Okay, so yeah, 7 to 10 years treasury bonds. Okay, 15th of July to 18th of August. So you can infer that it is actually around there. Okay, it is around there. So July period, okay, July period somewhere around here, but based on the treasury notes, okay, it is this. So you can go for the TLT, or you can go for the so-called CFD, okay, with the bonds. You can also do that if you wanted to, okay, or TLT, okay, and all this, okay, it is over there. So you can see from the treasury bonds, okay, previously I mentioned I was bullish on bonds, right? June to 21st of July during this period. But after that, okay, the bonds continue to head higher. Okay, so in fact, this is more of a continuation. This is more of a continuation. So you can see that after that, okay, June, okay, it went up. In fact, I had a position in bonds. I already exited. So right now, it is having a pullback right now. This is the treasury bonds. Okay, so of course, we need to wait for a trigger lah. Okay, we need to wait for a trigger. Okay, we need for a trigger. So right now it is coming down. So price action, it is still number one. Okay, we need to see the price action. So if there's no trigger, no setup, then don't enter lah. Okay, so once again, you can keep a watch out. Okay, on the bonds and looking at the options flow wise. Okay, I didn't put, but it seems quite positive lah. Quite positive for that. Okay, in fact, for the S&P 500 recently, okay, I talked about the options flow. All right, so for based on last week, 30th June to 3rd July, so you can see that the premium, okay, it is actually after that Tuesday, Thursday, what did I share? Sorry, net premium, okay, it is positive, okay, positive for on that way lah. So overall, the market, it is still okay, but just need to be a little bit more careful, okay. So these are some of the things that I shared. All right, so initially it was a big premium, then negative, and all this lah. All right, slightly net long, okay, not very positively long, more of the longer data positive, not the short term wise, okay, from an all clear signal over there lah. All right, so just to share with you guys, okay, so take note on this, to keep a watch out on the bonds market over here. And the SVI board that I have, I think for those who are from SVI, maybe you have not registered or the SVI board, okay, do check your email and also log into the members area. So this board, okay, for example, over there, you can actually, again, what you see now doesn't mean that you need to trade, okay? I mean that for those who are not SVI, please don't anyhow trade, okay? This is just certain screens, okay? I'm not sharing with you trade ideas over there, so I might not enter. Not every single thing that I share here means that you see here means you can trade one, okay? All right, so just let you know over here, okay, this is we can screen certain things, put in the watch list, notifications, alert, stock info, and such as signal table, okay? What are some of the bullish candidates, bearish candidates, okay, you can screen, okay, and all this, okay, it is all here, all this pump come out, all this pump. So you know exactly when to zoom in on that, okay? Hey, thanks, Henry. Now I see your comments. Thanks, Henry and Mark over there. I saw comments over there. Okay, so yeah, so these are the things. So we know exactly what are some of the stocks that are starting of the bullish window period. But again, this is just based on seasonal data. So every single week, okay, we have new screens that's coming out. So you can see over here from the public group over here, the public group here, for example, member success over there. This is MC Trader Oracle. Okay, all these are based on the screens. Chasing on XRT, Tarun, Kun on the TMO. Okay, all right. So all these are based on the screens that we have. Okay, all right. So right now I'm not actively getting new members, but I wanted to try to integrate, the members area. Okay, the members area. Okay, and the board before I finalize everything, and then to let you guys have everything. Okay, so for example, the reports, okay, the data sheet still remain, okay, part of the very important thing, so that you know exactly what to look at, okay, and then the web database as well, okay, just I mentioned already. So this is the one that I shared. I think, yeah, it came out, okay, and then the members area where I share the weekly video every week to keep you guys abreast of what's happening. Okay, so for today, market watch, okay, just to let you know, for those who haven't joined, okay, these are certain things that I shared with the members. Any questions so far? Any question so far? So once again, this is the bonds. So I will be looking at the options flow. So nowadays, okay, I feel that the options flow, it is part of my arsenal right now. Okay, options flow. So where is it? Okay, options flow. Options flow is part of the arsenal right now. So combine everything. So from seasonal trend, from price action, from market breadth, market internals, sentiment, and options flow. Okay, everything. Okay, make it more holistic to see what the smart money they are actually doing. Because nowadays options are okay. It used to be the underlying asset class, for example, equities, will affect the pricing for the options. But nowadays it's like the options will affect the underlying. So how the options move, okay, will affect how the stock move. Kind of, don't balik now, you know what I mean, reverse now, okay, the situation. So this is one of the things that I don't think any other trainer in Singapore are talking about options flow. If you know, let me know. Okay, I don't see other trainers or educators talking about options flow. So it took me about 2 years plus to actually understand about the options flow. Okay, I'm not the best. Still got a lot to learn. Okay, but at least it gives me another perspective of the market. So once again, if you know other trainers, other educators are talking about options flow, let me know. By the way, I'm talking about options flow, not about trading options. Trading options, 小孩子也可以 trade. Okay, you just need to go and read the books, YouTube, you know one. Options flow is not that easy. Okay, all right. All right, any other question before I call it a day? Okay, so all in all, these are things that, again, the bonds, okay, I'm not saying that you go up. This is just based on historical trend. So you still need to, this one, okay, is my age, trading age. This one I cannot just simply review. Okay, all right, this is my trading age over here. But there are a lot of sites that give options flow, but not very good because they doesn't allow you to assess the data and such. Okay. Any other question? So if you find value, before I continue, this one, treasury notes, this one, okay. Yeah, this is just for information purpose. I'm not asking you to buy. So there are a lot of things to consider: price action, sentiment, options flow, and everything before I really decide whether I'm to go for a long again. And of course, number one, price action and the trigger as well. Okay. All right. If you have no question, if you like what I shared today, okay, please let me know. Type letter V or value in the comments over here. Okay. MH say need to activate Stripe account. No need, MH. Okay. Read the instruction. Follow the instruction. Okay. You just need to key in certain credit card detail. That is a test credit card detail and you can access it. Okay. All right. And then there's the SVI Connect Night. The recording is there. Watch first. Okay. Probably watch first before you continue. Okay. My kanchong, relax. There'll be time for you to access everything. Okay. Ken? All right. Ken, So once again, any question, no question, just type letter V if you enjoy my sharing today. So with that, if there's no more question, MH, I have any question, email me, okay? Email me or yeah, that's the faster way to reach me if you have further question, okay? All right, don't worry. So other than that, thank you so much for staying with me. I will see you guys again next week. All right, with that, thanks so much. Good night, 晚安, and bye-bye.